I'm going to share what I see is a big mistake people make when investing in paid traffic. So hold on a minute, paid traffic is great, isn't it? Well, yes and no. It's complicated like most things when it comes to content and marketing. So before we dive any further into this, I want to explain what I mean by paid traffic, and then I'll explain what the big mistake is that I see people make. So what is paid traffic? When we're talking about paid traffic, we mean the ways that we can invest in order to get people to our website. So this can be through paid ads on social media, so running Instagram ads or Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, etc. Alternatively, you can invest in paid traffic through pay-per-click ads on search engines like Google and Bing, and you can run ads on YouTube. So I'm sure we've all seen those ads that run at the start of the things we want to watch or disrupt us partway through. And there are other paid traffic advertising options too, like banner ads, for example. If you want to get lots of eyes on your website, then a healthy budget and a well-coordinated ad campaign should hopefully get you exactly that. Now, there's no denying that you will get in front of more people with paid traffic, but if you're expecting to see your sales skyrocket, you might be disappointed. Now, what's this big mistake that I'm talking about? Well, it's investing in traffic but not creating content. So let me explain why. When someone clicks an ad and visits your website, it's not usually the case that they're just going to go and click the buy button straight away or take whatever action it is that you want them to take, so sign up to a freebie, a newsletter, etc. Even the best landing page in the world won't make more than 1 in every 100 or so visitors become an email subscriber or buy your product. We're not CLICKBOTS. We need to know who we're buying from and what they're about. So getting people to your website is just the first step in a much longer process. So what are the other steps? Now, I'm not sure about you, but when I click an ad, I don't view it in isolation. I look at who the business or the person is that's trying to sell me something or trying to get me to sign up to something. So I basically become Jessica Fletcher or Miss Marple or whichever detective comparison you want to make here. I look at the whole website. If it's a landing page, I look at social media profiles, I'll Google them, and I'll have a good snoop around and look at their content. Now, most of us are not such simple beings that will just click an ad, take the action we're being asked to take, and then carry on. It's just so easy these days to do some digital due diligence on pretty much anyone. So I think most people do take a little time to research, understand, and verify who we are paying attention to. So that's why if your website and social channels lack content, you run the risk of wasting your money. Your content needs to be on top form as well as your ads and your traffic generating paid strategies. So don't get me wrong, paid traffic with awesome content can be a match made in heaven, but paid traffic with no content, just not so much. So what do we want to see happen? So you want someone to discover you via your campaign, and then when they check you out further to discover if you're the real deal, they get wrapped up in the treasure trove of awesome content that you have been putting out there. They see enough to know that you are the real deal, and they get that warm, fuzzy feeling that they've stumbled upon something or someone great, and then they take that next action. So you don't want to lead everyone to a well, but when they get there, there's no water. Now, it's a bit like the infamous Fire Festival. They paid loads of money towards influencers and spent big on ad campaigns to promote the festival. But when it came to the actual event, the luxury villas and gourmet dining that they promised turns out to be canvas tents and camping meals. So when you invest in paid traffic, you are investing in the opportunity to capture someone's attention for that moment in time. And in an ideal world, they'd click the buy now button on your sales page, but that isn't going to happen a lot of the time. Now, I know some of this does come down to what you sell and your price point too. For low priced, high margin products, finding an ad campaign that works for you, that gains you a brilliant ROI, maybe it doesn't require you to create lots and lots of content. But for many businesses, so service-based businesses, higher priced products, or for example, coaching, consultation, consulting businesses, you are going to need content. So I put to you that paid traffic and ad campaigns shouldn't be designed to only achieve one outcome and nothing else. So sure, when you create content, you'll help people feel comfortable taking the next step, and they may become a lead or even a customer, but there is another huge benefit of paid traffic, and it is brand awareness and relationship building. So if you create content, that's where the benefit really comes into its own. But you may be still asking, but is content really that important? Well, let's imagine something for a second. So let's say you run some ads advertising your product or service, and you get lots of visitors and a few sales from it. You might convert 10 of your 1,000 visitors into customers. So that's what happens with paid traffic, and that's not bad going at all. But now imagine if your competitor paid the same amount and achieved the same sales, but because they invested in their content too, they also got hundreds of new email subscribers, new podcast listeners, new YouTube subscribers, and lots of social media followers for the same price. So not only did they invest in the immediate sales and the traffic, but they invested in the opportunity to grow their audience, to nurture them and potentially convert them to customers further down the line. So those 10 sales don't sound quite so sweet now, which is also why I think it's essential to invest in your content if you're going to invest in your traffic. So how do you invest in your content? Well, there are two clear ways. You can invest your time or your money in creating content. There's no denying that creating good content takes time, but if you have a content repurposing mindset, you can set up systems and processes to create lots of great content from a single source. Just make sure that your core content is great and the rest of the content will be great too. So videos can become podcast episodes, which can become blog posts, which can become lots of social media posts, and so on. So when that person discovers you and embarks on their Miss Marple or Columbo style investigation into who you are, they will find content everywhere on lots and lots of platforms, and the content will be consistent in its messaging. So repurposing it saves you time and gets you the maximum value from your content. And in turn, if you're investing in paid traffic, you'll get maximum value from that investment too. But you have to make the decision, do I invest my time or my money? Or you can do a bit of both. So at Content 10X, my content repurposing agency, our clients create one piece of content, usually weekly, and we take care of everything else. We take the time and effort of creating lots of awesome content out of their hands, and they leave it to us, the experts, to really expand their reach and impact through content. So the clients that we work with that are investing in, say, Facebook ads or Instagram ads or LinkedIn ads, see a massive return on that investment through working with us in the explosion of content that we create for them as well. So to conclude, investing in paid traffic can be a great thing to do, but lots of traffic that you have invested in will not turn into leads, conversions and customers if you do not have the content too. So by all means invest in traffic, but invest in content too. If ads are the first step in your customer journey, every step after is guided by your content. And with the right combination of paid traffic and content, you can give your reputation, brand recognition and sales an incredible boost. It's like choosing between Coachella and Fire Festival. Now I know which I would prefer. If you have the budget to invest in one first, then whilst there's no one size fits all, and it does depend on your business and your offer, but my gut in most cases says content first. So I'd love to know, which are you more comfortable with investing in? Is it paid traffic or is it content? So they're both really important and there's no wrong answers here, but let me know in the comments below.